basically, like we were talking about ad nauseum earlier, rifle configurations for different applications of fire. You got to consider the application and then select the rifle for that application.
So how do we do that? How do we get a velocity figured out? How do I go all over the country and get my velocity figured out? Well, there's a really easy way to do this.
Material that simulates paper. You can print it on a color laser printer or the black and white laser printer.
You put one of these small barrels in the lathe, and I'll tell you, for the guys that work on them, there's some things that are inherent to machining that are hard to get rid of. Chatter is one of them. Vibration is one of them.
We're rolling, aren't we? Oh jeez, I screwed it up, man. So Rex here, we're hanging out with Mr. James Yeager. He was nice enough to drop in yesterday at the RX17 and kind of give his philosophy on the principles of fighting, right?
I was kind of all over the place. A little bit about some human response to pressing the trigger, and a little bit about the fight and how to kind of prioritize or categorize all these different things.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had him rolling a little bit. There's a few gasps in the air, but I think it was totally worth it.
No, you want that.
Yeah.
Like if you don't ever, okay, true training, I don't care what kind of training we're talking about, true learning does not happen inside your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. So if everybody stays comfortable, they really won't learn much. Mm-hmm. You have to shock the senses. Mm-hmm. You have to make them experience things that they're not used to, or you make them uncomfortable in some way for them to retain.
Yeah,
you want them.
That's how biology works. I think so. Back in the day, if a grizzly bear attacks somebody, the human brain will unlock its learning mode so that when that shit happens again,
right,
then they can wrestle the bear better. So that's just epigenetics and biology, in my opinion, but that's absolutely true. It's stressful stuff just by tearing it down, and it triggers the thing like, okay, we're in learning mode. So that's very true. We're talking about bayonet lugs and stuff on the precision rifle, and it was pretty fun. We had a good time.
I think they should be on there. He's like, no, I don't even know. Whatever.
But yeah, so what did you think of the first day of RX17? Did you get to talk to anybody? Or?
Well, the first day it was a whole lot of shit. You gotta slow that stuff down.
Like, information wise.
Oh yeah, like if you're a long range shooter, there's a ton of info here. Like, holy shit. And he's just talking about like, oh, you guys know all this stuff, math.
Well, you got to remember that my YouTube video over the last
here's what you
5 years.
Here's what you got to remember.
Yep.
Here's the thing. He's a great guy, and he doesn't want to waste anybody's time. Okay? He's like, all right. So in his brain, everybody in that room has watched every video he's ever made and know everything he's ever said. So hey, we're moving forward. So it's like a college level. It's beyond it's a master's level class is what's going on here, and it's because he doesn't want to waste anybody's time. I'm telling you, bro, if you continue at the pace you've started, you're leaving people behind.
Well, it is kind of a course for. I assume that that's why the course on YouTube is called Sniper 101. Because it gets through that at their own pace over the course of years. Mm-hmm. And by the time they feel like, and this is my opinion and my guess, I'm guessing, I'm open, but by the time they graduate to want to actually spend money to fly down and hang out with us in real life, I think that they're ready to go. You know, that's just my assumption. It is neat gauging the crowd too, because a lot of them seem like most people are saying I watched every single video, they studied them, they had their notes ready to go. So, but yeah, I think that it would probably be good also to just get into an actual 101 seminar or training course like from the ground up. There's a lot of folks who don't. It was interesting, I got to train some guys out east a couple weeks ago for a deal, and some guys are really good with the carbine or whatever, but a scoped rifle is a different animal, even just ergonomically. And it's a whole nother muscle memory set, and it's hard to even just, for guys who are not used to just bringing up a rifle with an optic on it, it's a whole nother ballgame. So there's a whole huge learning curve right there too that a guy sometimes assumes that other people might know because we grew up in areas like we did where we do this stuff all the time. So it's second nature maybe to you or me. You know, you grew up in Free USA and so did I. And so we're into that. But as an instructor, I think it will be important to provide those base level classes too. So RX17 is kind of an advanced level course. We try to advertise it that way.
It's not kind of an advanced course. if you have not been studying long range for quite some time, I'm not saying not to come to this class. I'm saying you better put your helmet on. It's gonna go fast.
Yeah, yeah, and that was the nice part yesterday. We're gonna get into ballistics today, but it'll be fun. You'll get it.
No, I'm just saying I'm complimenting you. It doesn't sound like it.
No, that's cool.
You can't get information like this going to happen in this class. You can't get that like anywhere unless you were like at some SEAL sniper school somewhere or something like that. So what's happening here is great. I'm just saying for you to make sure you get the most. Make sure you watch all the videos and stuff before you come here.
Do your homework.
I'm telling you, you're getting kicked into the deep end of the pool in this class, and you're like, it's absolutely going to be worth your time, but it'll be more worth your time if you've done all the pre-study stuff.
Yeah, and it is kind of geared to be a Tier 1 level class to sharpen up a lot of these guys who are into this enough to come down. I don't know, it's an interesting group, long range shooters, because most of the guys who are into it enough to want to do it are really into a lot of that stuff. So what I'm trying to do is de-scramble and decode a lot of the peripheral issues that are goofy and zero them in on what they actually need to know and make it more field expedient. That's kind of the point of this course. So we're going to cover a lot of that higher level knowledge stuff, but we're going to reorganize it. That's kind of the point of this. And we can custom tailor this obviously for anything anyone wants. We have training inquiries part on our website, rexreviews.org. They have a training tab. You can go in there and you can send us a custom inquiry if you want something custom tailored for your department or whatever outfit you're working with, and we can definitely do that. It's easy. But yeah, I guess that's good. And it is sometimes you don't see, how it might look for a beginner or for someone who's not like into that deal for years and years and years. But absolutely, if you want to do an advanced course, that's awesome. Come on, check us out. I think you'll get a kick out of it. And you gonna have any of your guys come up and shoot with us, or dude, you're going to Sturgis, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
What you're going to see from him as he continues on training is he's going to have a series of classes, and you say basic, but I'm just saying classes teaching the stuff that you need to know before you get here. He doesn't understand that there is a gap, and I'm saying this as a compliment. He is so far up here, he doesn't realize you're teaching applied mathematics. They need to learn the alphabet.
Yeah, the ABCs, absolutely.
And
so watch those 101 videos. Yeah, absolutely. Or go out and hang out with someone with a bolt action rifle too.
He's not listening to me. He's going to have classes where he goes over this stuff like this is nomenclature, this is a stock, this is a bipod, this is what loading a
like grunt level.
Like people, how many, like seriously, how many advanced level shooters do you think there are, and how many beginning shooters do you think there are?
Yeah, you got it.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, not only for a business, like financially, like there are more students. But
it's
like,
a very narrow skill set to be at that level.
If you go and you build your foundation out of concrete with all these guys at a 101 course, then the pyramid goes like this.
Yeah.
Right now, man, you're everywhere. But I'm telling you, it's what's going on here, and I'm so glad to be at the first one, and I'm so glad to have kind of been the guy that kind of kicking him along at this. But you're going to see some amazing things when this company, as he builds this company and this curriculum, and it goes. I'm telling you, it's going to be a bookmark in American firearms training history. Like something is different over there. What's going on, and people will come from all over.
Rock and roll. Well, I appreciate the kind words, sir, and I do look forward to hanging out with you, and we'll have a lot of fun shooting. We'll push her out to a mile. It'll be awesome. You'll dig it. All right, man. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. RexReviews.org and Mr. James Yeager.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him. Hey, thanks.